Chef Brian here, the Digital Chef. Thank you for coming back today. Now, I want to talk to you about recipes. Recipes in this world have stood time for many, many years, especially great ones. Handed down generation to generation. And all because of one basic thing that they all have in common, is that they work. Now, people have altered them, and they've never turned out. I know that recipes that have been passed down through my family, from my mom, from her mom, from her mom, have changed over the years and hasn't started out as the very beginning because someone had to change something. Now, with life, this happens too. Okay? And people tend to change their life recipe based on seeing how their mother or their father grew up or anything else like that. And that makes it difficult on them. What I'm here to tell you is that a recipe is a recipe. Now, if you follow it to the T, it works every time. How you interpret it, how you present it, might be different. I know in my younger years as a chef, back in my early 20s, I know that they gave a recipe to 10 top chefs here in Canada, and not one of them produced the same thing. There was an interpretation that was changed on them so that they all created their own unique item. They all had the exact same ingredients, the exact same recipe to follow. Not one of them produced the same thing. Now, this is all due to life is the same way. In giving you a recipe, there are basic rules and items and procedures in a recipe. Key thing is read the recipe once, twice, probably 3 times to get an understanding what is in the recipe. A lot of times we're going to have to make a grocery list to make sure we have all the ingredients to produce it. Now, as in all recipes, basically 4 parts to a recipe. Sometimes a little bit more depending on how big the recipe is, but most recipes inquire about 4 different things. There's an ingredient list. There's tools that you're going to require to make it. There's a preparation on how to do it. And then there's going to be the time in the process of doing it. In knowing all these, you'll be able to produce the recipe. You might interpret it a little bit differently on how it is described, but it's in the interpretation that changes things. Now, I've changed the way I've done things a lot of times, and now I've stepped out of the kitchen and into the digital world. Now, I'm going to teach you on how to read the digital world. It follows a basic recipe also. There are tools, there are ingredients, there's preparation, and there's time in producing it all. In this lifestyle that I'm going to teach you about and give you information about, we'll show you each of these steps. You'll get a better broad knowledge on how to do all this stuff. Over the past 23 years of being a chef, I've traveled many, many places. I've shown people how to read recipes. I've shown people how to produce recipes. And each time, being in the industry, you've got to be able to produce the same thing over and over and over again. Now, with saying that, here at SFM, same thing applies. You ask what, how, or why. Well, in the teachings here, there are ingredients, there is tools, preparation, and time that you're going to need to be able to produce this digital lifestyle, a laptop lifestyle. I'm going to help guide you through this. I'm going to do a few little videos here, a few coming up, and then I'll explain certain things, break it down. The ingredients, the tools, the preparation, and the time. You can also come and visit us. Also, I'll leave a link, and you'll be able to click on that and be able to come and visit, take a look at our blogs. But I'm going to teach you all this within our community. The two guys that started this community followed the same basic recipe to get to the life that they're at. Now they're showing us the recipe to follow. And as in good, for me, as I consider as a good chef, I must teach you. Pass on the information, the knowledge, the tools on how to create your lifestyle. With saying that, you just got to do one thing. That's come and visit me or us at the SFM family. And we will show you exactly how you can obtain your lifestyle. Maybe help increase your business just by following a certain basic recipe. Now, with saying that, just stop on over to briancreighton.com or thedigitalchef.ca. And there'll be links there to get to your next levels. I'll give you explanations on tools, recipes, anything that you want, but I'm going to be teaching you in this type of format within a kitchen environment. As everybody always does, if you've ever gone to anybody's home, where does everybody end up? Everybody ends up in the kitchen. So with me, you're going to end up in my kitchen. We're going to talk, chat, and I will pass on my knowledge, my information to you. I hope to see you again. Thank you for coming. And we can create a great lifestyle. It's all in if you want to interpret it, our recipe. Thank you.